All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about something huge happening under the hood of artificial intelligence. It's a fundamental shift in how we handle data, and it's all about giving AI something it desperately needs: a permanent memory.
But first, let's frame the problem with a question. What if the AI models we're all relying on, these incredibly powerful systems, are basically suffering from amnesia? I mean, what if they literally can't remember where their knowledge comes from?
Well, the dirty little secret is that's kind of what's happening. A huge part of the AI world is being built on what you can only call ghost copies, versions of data that have completely lost their connection to where they came from. And that, right there, is the core issue we need to unpack today. Let's call it AI's ghost problem. It's this deep, foundational flaw in how we've been managing the very data that powers everything. You know, the basic idea here should be simple. Data shouldn't just vanish into some black box pipeline. But right now, that's exactly what happens most of the time. We feed these massive data sets into a system and poof, their history, their context, it just disappears.
So, how does one of these data ghosts get made? It's shockingly simple. You start with your original data. Then, someone makes a tiny tweak. Maybe they fix a typo or add a new label. That little change creates a whole new version of the data. And in that one moment, the link to the original is broken. The original is now a ghost, and its history is totally untraceable to the machine.
Okay, so if that's the problem, what on earth is the solution? Well, it's a pretty powerful concept, really. It's all about creating data that remembers, a system designed to stop this digital amnesia in its tracks. And the technical name for this is immutable lineage. So what is it? It's a method that makes sure that no matter how a dataset changes or evolves, it permanently carries its entire history and memory along with it. Nothing ever gets left behind. So how does it actually work? Well, think of it this way. Every single change gets a unique digital fingerprint, called a hash. It also gets tagged with metadata that explains what the change was. And this is the crucial part. It gets a direct link back to its parent data. That's how you literally build memory right into the data itself. And the result of this? It's a total game changer. The lineage, the data's entire family tree, it doesn't break anymore when someone creates a new version or a new branch. That whole historical record stays perfectly intact, no matter how complicated things get.
Okay, so what this really creates is something you can think of as an unbreakable chain of information. And believe me, this completely changes how we think about the value of data.
You can really see the difference here, right? It's like night and day. The old way is all about loss. Data gets lost, the lineage breaks, history just gets erased. But with immutable lineage, everything accumulates. The data compounds. Every single branch is tracked, and all of that history is preserved forever. I mean, really think about what that means. Every little tweak, every single label that a person adds, every new data set that's created from the original. Instead of making a new disconnected file, it now adds value right back to the chain. It compounds, making the whole system richer and smarter.
And this is where your whole mindset has to shift. What we used to treat as disposable, as just data, well, that suddenly transforms into permanent, long-lived infrastructure. It becomes something you can actually build on for years to come, not just use once and throw away.
So, okay, we've been in the weeds a bit. Why does all this technical stuff actually matter for the future of AI? Well, it's about building a way, way better foundation for everything that comes next.
Look, we all love to talk about the flashy AI models, the ones that write poems or make amazing art. But this stuff, this is the invisible plumbing. And just like in a skyscraper, if the plumbing is busted, the entire building is at risk. This is the behind-the-scenes work that truly matters if we want to build AI that we can actually trust.
So when you have this solid plumbing in place, what do you get? Well, with immutable lineage, AI can finally do three critical things. 1, it can actually remember its past, so we can trace where any piece of information came from. 2, it can give credit where credit is due, recognizing every single contribution. And most importantly, it can finally build on a solid foundation, not those shaky ghost copies. So at the end of the day, this isn't just some clever piece of engineering. This is a requirement for being responsible. If we really want AI to scale up in a way that's safe, that's accountable, and that's trustworthy, you have to build this kind of memory into its DNA. And that really leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? If we all keep saying that data is the new infrastructure for our entire world, the foundation for our future, then shouldn't we be building it to last?